I am. I am going to start doing voice overrides on the painting clips as I paint. I'm going to do the overview of the week. So day 13, I'm just going to let all subscribers, if you don't want to miss any part of this journey as I integrate YouTube and my artwork and build art business, what you'll need to do is make sure you click the bell icon and select all. That way you'll see when I'm posting a new post or a video or a clip or a podcast, because it is quite a long journey and we're only on day 17. I want to mention some people that I've listened to on research, and that was Oscar, Owen, Biz, and of course vidIQ. Oscar was saying how when I finally make money by selling a painting, that the first thing I need to do is hire me an editor. I totally get that. Then the next day we went over to try to do a podcast during the heat and trucks coming, hauling Dixon Middle School away. Next was a YouTube video that I watched, and there's 4 rules. The first rule is recognition wins, repetition brings preference, be an outlier, ranking worst to best. I'm just learning. Number 2, open a loop view, has to close unfinished, Zeigarnik effect. So keep the question open-ended. Topics. Number 3. Rule number 4, answer the why. So here we are at the end of this painting. Oh, are we at the end of this painting? It doesn't look like it to me. No, it's going to keep going. Yeah, it's going to keep going. So on this painting, the first flow, I put down Floetrol, just plain Floetrol without any color, because I wanted it to be transparent, but it had, all of my paintings have a mind of their own. And so I started with just plain Floetrol because I wanted that pink and blue to come through on those opposite colors, like the blue to come through on the pink and the pink to come through on the blue. And then I wasn't sure what was going to form in the middle. So the 4 rules of to win, I'm trying to find out who wrote that. I don't have it. Okay, so the next thing we did is on day 15, I worked on a short for a gratitude, and the short came up out of my podcast that I made on Monday, which it was hot and I was uncomfortable, and it shows, and I couldn't smile, I couldn't laugh, I was not having a good time. Finding the show transcript so I can use that information, copy and paste a transcript, and have AI help me with the description inside of these clips, that is very helpful. But trying to get a transcript, that's a challenge. The next thing was, day 16 was on the kits. I need to check my spam. Like, I pretended that I was a customer for Kit. That's the landing page. And I found my form, it went to my spam folder. So if you do fill out a landing page, you will need to check your spam folder because it's going in there. And there goes the last of our video. Oh wow, it looks like I still have some time on this video. Okay, so this is me trying to do a voiceover on DaVinci Resolve over these paintings. So the first thing that I had to do is take the long form of videotaping these paintings getting done, and then take out all the blank spots where there's no movement with my hands or the colors aren't being mixed. And then as the picture forms, like, I can see the little I am in the middle as I'm watching this picture, but when I'm painting it, I don't see it. And then once I chop all the blank spots in the video and take the audio off because I don't want to hear that blow dryer going, and then we put it back on DaVinci Resolve's timeline, and then come back into It's called Fairlight, where it is the sound for DaVinci Resolve, which is really crazy. Why would you call it Fairlight when we're talking about sound? How confusing is that? But that's what we do. We go over to Fairlight and we check an audio track. We make sure that something about a batch is done up. And yeah, it's really confusing. But between AI and me and a whole day's worth, we were able to write down enough notes that today I was able to get in and start recording right off the bat. However, I don't understand why this last little bit here is